Throughout the process of creating our product, Theatrical Trailer, it was inevitable that we were to come across codes and conventions. We found it very important to not only gain knowledge of other psychological thrillers, but also expand our understanding of the genre through researching the conventions of said genre.
This was important because without this grounding knowledge, we could potentially create a product that doesn't abide to psychological thriller conventions. We watched films like Black Swan, Shutter Island, and American Psycho. We also went away and watched a large amount of psychological thrillers. For example, I watched Inception, The Silence of the Lambs, and American Psycho. Holly watched?
I watched Straw Dogs, the original and remake, and I watched The Talented Mr. Ripley.
And I watched Cape Fear, Les Diaboliques, and The Number 23. When watching these films, the same conventions and codes arose. So mental illness and the disturbance in the mind. We found that they were really character-based. For example, in Black Swan, there's the one person, Nina Sayers. Cape Fear is the Robert De Niro's character, and it was always based around the one person and their problems. Physical strength was not as prominent in these films, we found, as in normal thrillers, because it was more based about the strength of the mind and the psyche. And the battle was more likely to be within the self. However, the aspects of these thrillers still apply, so the fast-paced action and the heightened senses.
With regards to our trailer, our premise was the theory of the doppelganger, hence the name. The theory of the doppelganger is that everyone has an exact double in the world, and should you ever meet that double, you shall die. Our film played on this story but made it more introvert and more to do with the self. The central character of Rene has schizophrenia, and he believes that he is seeing his doppelganger in the flesh as opposed to meeting him.
After the first draft of our trailer, we realized that the domestic scenes caused a lull in tempo. We thought they were crucial to the trailer, so we couldn't cut them. Instead, we changed the lighting and the contrasts. This slow and high-key lighting is a convention of the thriller genre. It helped the trailer achieve a realistic thriller dynamic without sacrificing core elements. Usually in thrillers, there is a stock weapon of a gun. We didn't find this appropriate because our protagonist is a university student. We brainstormed what weapon would be available to a uni student, and a bat was the most plausible.
With regards to the setting, we based the narrative in an urban environment. From a director's point of view, this was brilliant because we were able to film in interesting places, such as Highgate. This also abides to the conventions of psychological thrillers because they are often in urban environments that are heavily populated. The setting almost aids the narrative because being surrounded by people that are normal almost makes the protagonist seem more distressed and isolated.